This is the podcast overview of our class for social psychology. And what I'm going to do here in the Start Here menu is just give you a rundown of what to expect in the class, albeit very briefly. I'm just going to walk you through some of the items that I've parked here in the Start Here menu for full instructions on the course, requirements, objectives, due dates. You'll want to refer to your syllabus. But this is kind of like the first place to go. And so what I've done is I've put a list here of what you can do to get started in the class. So, one thing you're going to want to be aware of is just looking over everything very carefully. This is a semester-long class, so a 15-week course put into 6 weeks. So it moves fast. We cover about 2 chapters of material a week with a test each week at the end. So, it really is a fast-paced course, and I always advise students, if you are working full-time or have a lot of commitments, a summer course may not be the best idea for you. If you cannot contribute to the class a proper amount of hours that it's going to require, you're going to get frustrated ultimately. So, as you're starting in here, just be prepared to be spending a good amount of time each week on the readings and the videos, and then as well as the discussion posts and studying for the tests. I try to make the course fun. It's a very relevant course. A lot of it relates to many different disciplines that you all are majoring in. So everything from criminal justice to education to healthcare. Really it runs the gamut in terms of what it applies to. So it's really a great course. But again, it just moves fast in the summertime. So the first thing you're going to want to do is check out the content on the left sidebar. It's not in this window, but when you open up Plato, you're going to see week by week, or I should say module by module, the content for the class, starting with module 1, which is really week 1. And then you'll be able to click into the first module to get started on the first week of material. I would advise printing out your syllabus, even though it's electronic and you have access to it. I think it helps to have a paper copy in front of you, posted on your bulletin, or if it helps, take a picture of it and have it handy in your phone, especially the back page that has all the due dates. That way you're not going to miss any important due dates. You don't want to delay on purchasing your textbooks. They are available through the bookstore. I would not advise buying them from a third party because you won't get them in time. If you're waiting till the first day to purchase your books, that's going to be a huge delay. And I only give you the first 2 chapters to help get you started. After that, you're kind of on your own. However, I did email everybody, and I sent a link in the email that would give you access to Revel for 14 days. Revel is the platform that goes along with the book. So it has the ebook and it has the extra resources that we're going to be using in the class. And you can get free access, but only for 14 days. So I would say use that wisely. If you want to wait until the second week to access that, because I give you the first week of material, I give you the PDFs of the chapters that will help get you started. And then if you still don't have your books, having that 14-day Revel temporary access will buy you 2 weeks essentially to have access to the textbook and stuff. But all the pertinent information that you're going to need is here on textbooks and Revel. So read through it well. Your textbook is an e-text, so you won't see an actual physical book on the shelves. You'll get an access code to access that e-text, and then you'll also want to use this code here for the Revel access to the class. So you need to have both those 2 links in order to get into the information you'll be needing. You'll want to post your bio to the Student Lounge area of the Communications tab, just a short bio about who you are by Wednesday. This I'm going to use as sort of like your check-in for the class to confirm your enrollment, so it's really important, and also just to say hi and get to know who's in the class. It's a very helpful thing for me as your professor. And then beyond that, there are just some resources I've posted for you. My bio, if you want to check that out, just to introduce you to me. The syllabus, information on your textbooks, information for logging into Revel, how to do your discussion board posts, as well as the rubric, so you can print this out. It kind of guides you as to what I'm looking for in your discussion board postings. Instructions on how to cite your sources as you write those discussion board posts. Anytime you are integrating the textbook, you want to cite that. I have instructions on how to do that. And then just some other helpful items that I thought maybe might be good for you, especially if you're new to online learning, or this is, still getting used to it. I know with COVID, most everybody has been forced to go on to online learning, but that doesn't mean we're great at it. So I've put some resources here for you that might help, some test-taking tips, some note-taking tips, as well as some different policy downloads. So please check all of that out, kind of with a fine-tooth comb. I can't stress how important it is to read over everything, including the syllabus, really well. So that way you know what you're held accountable for, you know what I'm looking for. And if you have any questions after going through all of that, please feel free to email me and let me know, or we can Zoom chat. If you go to the Communications tab, I have information on how to Zoom chat with me, and I'd be glad to do that. But I look forward to interactions with you all this short summer semester and getting to know you all.